As an apprentice jockey when he was just 16 years old under trainer Joseph O'Brien, Aiden's son, and then 2 years later he was crowned Irish champion apprentice jockey, a feat he repeated the following year, and then this year he was the overall Irish champion jockey. It seems like he's finally made it, but I have a feeling he's just getting started, and I talked to him earlier, and he said that even he was surprised that he made it to the Breeders' Cup Championships this soon with a chance to win some races this weekend, Brittany.
Oh, I love it, Donna, and he's already feeling it. We took a look at the whoop. He is wearing a whoop for us, and you'll see this on some jockeys and, of course, some owners as well, as these horses are getting into the starting gate to see where their heart rate is. I saw at one moment for Dylan, it reached 176 beats per minute. I don't want to know what mine is right now.
And we were watching yesterday, and that was about the number during the middle of the race when the jockeys are at full exertion, so he's amped up.
That he is, but has the feet out of the stirrups, probably both to relax the horse and himself. So Mission Central right now, best of luck to all the connections there, 16-1. There you go. Got a little feeling good out there. But let's talk about the rest of this field and really start with our favorite, True Love. What needs to happen today to get Aiden O'Brien his first juvenile turf sprint win and the all-out record?
Same silks, different horse. Wayne Lorden in the saddle. There are only 2 turf races at the Breeders' Cup that O'Brien hasn't won, and they're the 2 sprints. Tomorrow's turf sprint and this, the juvenile turf sprint. But look, she deserves to be the favorite. 6 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds. Last 4 starts, all in group stakes races. Group 1 winner. She's the most accomplished and might be the fastest. We'll see.
Aiden O'Brien looking on as his horses will move into line. Quite a few shots to get that first juvenile turf sprint. What about Schwarzenegger here? Wesley Ward obviously knows how to win this one.
Interesting road to get here. He's only run twice, but he was scratched 4 times on the way to the first start because of a few minor issues because of rain coming and taking races off the grass onto the dirt. And so he finally got his start at the end of August, and he went so fast early. His rider John Velasquez said he didn't even realize how fast he was going. He ended up getting caught late, but he, as Randy said earlier, bounced back at Keeneland last and was pretty impressive. Now he turns back to a 16th of a mile shorter, so his speed should be more dangerous in here.
Wesley said he hates to give instructions to jockeys. He's just going to tell Johnny Velasquez, let him rip.
Seems appropriate. Schwarzenegger moved into line. Cy-Fair, not just a great story, a talented horse.
Yeah, look, Randy mentioned it. To be up close early in a race against males, drop back and circle the field and win, she's been kind of through the mill now. The question is, with a different rider on it, will she keep that early position so that she doesn't have to make up so much ground? I think that's her best chance to win.
And Havana Anna for Donica O'Brien, looking to upset Dad.
Has been right with True Love, and don't be surprised if she's a top contender again. And then Lena Lou's going to be up there close for the B and Cones.
It is a good one, a full field moving into line for our first championship race. It is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint, and the voice of the Breeders' Cup, Larry Colmus.
They're ready for the start. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. Brussels slow to begin. A great beginning for Schwarzenegger. Cy-Fair's got speed, obliteration on the inside, and Lenny Lou is away running in 4th behind them. An intricate spirit, followed by Aspect Island, who's in between horses. Moving up on their outside is Mission Central up the backstretch. Then Havana Anna. True Love is 5 deep as they move into the turn. Then Brussels later than planned, and Royal Testament at the back of the pack. Schwarzenegger on top as they make their way around the far turn. Cy-Fair 3/4 of a length behind. Obliteration is down toward the inside. Lenny Lou right there in contention in 4th. Aspect Island is 5th as they make their way to the top of the stretch with Schwarzenegger to catch. Cy-Fair now ranging up alongside, still under ahead right here. Storms to the front. Brussels is rolling for the back of the pack. Aspect Island is there too, but it's Cy-Fair. Cy-Fair has it close to home from Brussels. Cy-Fair's a Breeders' Cup winner. Brussels was 2nd, Aspect Island was 3rd, and then came Obliteration.
What a moment. Through the darkest of times, what these horses can do for you, and Cy-Fair bringing those tears of joy in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint.
Broke well, always positioned well. I think that's the difference in changing riders from who rode her Savasi last time at Woodbine to Irad Ortiz, the perennial leading jockey of America. He kept her early position so he didn't have to make up unneeded ground, and she just simply took over in the middle of the stretch.
Oh, she looked so good in that last race at Woodbine, so this is absolutely no surprise at all. The 2 horses that broke the slowest were 2 of Aiden O'Brien's, the number 1 Brussels and then the favorite number 9 True Love. They were last and next to last a few strides out of the gate. Brussels recovered and ran nicely to finish 2nd. But True Love, this race just turned out to maybe be a little too fast-paced for her. She was wide on the turn as well. Could never recover.
Take a look at the start once again and how Cy-Fair got off True Love and Brussels to the inside, who ended up finishing second.
Yeah, the one horse, he just kind of walks out of there. They're not trained to break as fast as American horses. In fact, they don't want him to show speed in a lot of occasions. But Soumillon, to his credit, didn't panic. He kept him just gradually gaining ground, didn't go too wide, split horses top of the stretch. You can see him in the dark blue horses, in dark blue silks. Now he threads his way between horses. Looked like he had a chance to run Cy-Fair down, but that's a lot to ask to give away 2 or 3 lengths at the start in a race like this and expect to make it up through the stretch. It's just not going to happen.
Look, and this was a really good race. A little earlier, we showed you the Senator Ken Maddie at 5 furlongs, Queen Maxima, one of the better female sprinters in the country. Went 5/8 of a mile in 56.57. Cy-Fair just knocked almost a half second off that, 56.02. So they were really running.
Impressive victory. Irad Ortiz Jr. extends his record in this race, Donna.
Exactly. Irad Ortiz Jr. already had the record at 3 wins, and I open up on the competition. 4 wins in the Juvenile Turf Sprint, 21 Breeders' Cups for you overall. But before we get to how you feel about this, it also gives trainer George Weaver his first Breeders' Cup win. You've been there before. What's it mean to you to do that with him?
It means a lot to do it with Georgie. We've been together for a long time. He's a great person, great trainer. I'm so happy for him and for his team. It's take a lot of people work together to make it. From the owners, grooms, Walker, everybody on the stable, Blair, the assistant. So, congrats to all of them, and I wish it would be the first of many.
But they did put Cy-Fair in good hands. It was your first time to ride Cy-Fair in a race today. What did George tell you about her? Did the race go as you expected?
We talked earlier, and he told me what I think about her, and I feel like last time she come from way back, from last to first, and she's been winning close to the lead too also, so she's very tactical. I just told him that I want to let him be her, let him break out of there and find a position where she wants to be, where she's comfortable, and she broke like a shot, like a rocket out of there, and I let him be her. She want to be close, and going to a half mile, I got a chance to follow Johnny, and I did. That's what I did, and when I asked her to turn for home, she gave me a good kick.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Let's go to Nick.
Oh, Reagan Swinbank, I cannot imagine how you must be feeling. You just said to me, is it real? I can tell you, it is real. You have won the Breeders' Cup.
My first question to Nick was, did the 10 win? He goes, you won, buddy. So I just want to thank George Weaver and his team. This horse, this filly, showed so much heart today. What a race. I mean, a 5 furlong turf sprint. Everything has to go right. It went right for us today. Irad Ortiz, what a ride. She was ready. I named the horse Cy-Fair after my mom's high school, Cy-Fair High School. My mom is here. My parents are here. My aunt and uncle are here. All our friends back home in Houston, especially Cy-Fair, to win a Breeders' Cup race. It's just unbelievable, and I'm so thankful to the team, to Irad, George Weaver. We're happy, Nick.
Reagan, you're all about family. You're also about horses. Nothing can change what your family's been through this year, but could you give me some indication as to what sort of comfort horses, thoroughbreds give you all?
Yeah, so Cy-Fair won her main race at Saratoga on July the 10th. And on July the 4th, my family and many families in Texas were impacted by the floods of the Guadalupe River. Lives were lost of our friends, some family, lost their kids at summer camp. My kids were there. 6 days later, this horse runs in her first race and wins. Cannot repay the pain and trauma and suffering that so many felt, but for our family, and my kids lived. So they were back home with me. In that 2-minute race, Cy-Fair provided a great, needed high five and smile. And for her to continue to do that for our family is just incredible. And to win a Breeders' Cup race, a Grade 1, named after my mom, like, come on, man. Horse racing is the best because the lows are very low and we lose a lot. But the highs are so high, Nick, that it is just the best sport in the world.
You're somewhere near the apex right now. Well done.
As high as we could be.
Well done.
Thank you.
What a horse Cy-Fair is, what a story to go along with it, and what a moment for Reagan Swinbank and his family and the owners, Medallion Racing, Joey Platts, and Mark Stanton. getting that Breeders' Cup victory. No doubt, a lot of smiles today.
Yeah, he's from an area of Houston known as Cypress Fairbanks, hence the high school name Cy-Fair and the name of the horse.
And mom's there too, he said.
Yeah.
Cy-Fair High School, shout out. Big congratulations to the connections here. What an impressive performance by Cy-Fair, beating the boys, and a 21st Breeders' Cup victory for Irad Ortiz Jr. As you get aboard Cy-Fair as they come down the stretch, winners of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint.